I had an interesting conversation this week, and it was about men versus beer. Like, what would you choose? And I heard it a lot and saw it a lot on the internet that men are thinking it's ridiculous that we would choose beer. And I think from a normal, decent human man, it is weird to hear that and maybe painful to hear that. But I want you to see it from our perspective. 1 out of 3 of us is sexually abused, raped, or assaulted in a way by a man. 1 out of 3. Would you trust your daughter with a strange man? And no, you would not trust her with a beer, but probably if she would not attack the beer would not attack her. You cannot say the same thing about a man. You cannot say the same thing about a man. Dot. And this is not to put men versus women, it's just to give like a perspective in this is what we're going through, and this is like real life problems. And with how many women I work and we are in this healing journey together, the thing that you hear about the men in our life, and if you are sexually abused or raped, it's from the men around you, the one that you should trust. Your father, your brother, your cousins, good friends, family members, uncles. And if you cannot trust these men, do you think that we would trust a strange man? I'm sorry, I would not. I would go for the beer. And maybe he is very nice, or it's a quick death. Either way.
Okay, that video you saw, that was pretty fucking crazy. First of all, I want to know, is she on drugs or had any alcohol before this? Could that play a role? And 2, if that's not the case, here's what I gotta ask you. What are you basing that off of? Yes, the stats are true, you're not wrong. Yep, men do commit crimes, but women as well do crimes as well, alright? You don't think women could do the same thing? Of course they can. Maybe men do it more than women, but women as well do it. And if you even went through any negative experiences or any kind of abuse, not just you or any woman out there or guy, I'm sorry, that's an unfortunate thing to happen. And whoever has done that, the perpetrator should be punished to the maximum penalty. However, you cannot base your personal experience and generalize the whole population because one person was bad, one man or one woman. Imagine if, as a guy, I said, all women are cheaters because my ex-girlfriend cheated on me. It's a true story. My ex-girlfriend did cheat on me a few years back when I was a teenager. So would it be fair for me to say that the girl I dated who abused me and cheated on me and generalize the whole population of women just based off that one woman or a couple girls I had negative experience with? No, it wouldn't be. So it wouldn't make sense. And the bear versus man, that's pretty crazy. You're gonna choose a bear over a man. A bear is gonna fucking kill you, first off. And second of all, a bear is probably gonna hurt you, alright? So I really don't understand where you got that from. And I think you're just being really over emotional and just taking your own negative experiences and applying that to a whole race of a human. Imagine if this was the other way around. If I were to do that, I would get canceled immediately. It's a fucking crazy double standard we live in. Because you're a woman and you're saying that, no one's really gonna say anything, but it is pretty upsetting and a bit outrageous you would say something like that. And if you're gonna have that mentality, well, good luck finding a man and enjoy being single for the rest of your life, if that's the case. That's all I gotta say about that. And just to mention this hypothetical scenario, if you really think you're safe with a bear, let's actually put you in a room with a bear and see what happens. You're gonna switch up real quick and be like, oh no, I want a guy. I wanna be with a guy than a bear. You're gonna switch up real quick if that actually happens. A podcast called Fresh and Fit, but all the girls in the room who are on the podcast were basically these two guys, Myron and I forgot the other guy's name, do like a podcast about feminism, about self-improvement of the guy, etc., all this stuff. And they basically said that none of you women are gonna be able to defend yourself or defend your guy, or if he's in danger or he's in trouble or any physical threat or anything like that. Oh, I can do this, I know Taekwondo. That ain't gonna do shit. And you say one thing, but the moment shit hit the fan, we honestly go back and revert to our gender roles. And crazy enough, there was a crazy fan that broke into the studio, and basically all the girls just ran to the fucking deck, just ran the other direction, and all the guys ran to the front to see what was going on and stop the guy from doing it. So you can see when hit shit's a fan, we revert back to our gender roles. So enough with this bullshit. It's really stupid for you to say, oh, I can defend myself. I'd rather be safe with a bear than a guy. Introduce 2 rooms. Room A, room B. Room A has a guy, room B has a bear. What are you gonna choose? You're gonna choose a bear? Let's actually do that experiment, and they're gonna switch up immediately when they see the bear.
What the hell?
What's going on in here?
Oh, what the
Ayan this
heck?
here.
What's going on?
What
Oh
the
shit.
heck?
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Alright guys.